Hey, everybody. How's it going,
Hello, you
Facebook?
guys.
Rob and Nicole here. It's been a while since we've done one of these together. And
So long, actually. How long
yeah,
has it been?
gosh, I don't even know. It's probably been over a year easily.
No, a
Yeah.
year?
Since we've gone live together on the Facebook fan page. It's been more than that.
Oh,
So hey,
wow.
do me a favor. If you can see and hear us okay, drop us a comment, say hi, hey, hello, just something letting us know that you can hear us. And if it's your first time watching one of these, do us a favor and drop your city that you're currently living in the comments, because we will connect you with other people that are in your area so that you can start doing life with them. How you doing today?
Me, actually, really good. Compared to the last couple of days, today's much better.
Cool. I'm just
Been a
checking to
rough
make
week.
sure. Yeah, yeah. Well, Nicole and I are here today to talk to you about contributing memberships, what we call tribe memberships, and some of the reasons that you want to become one. I really feel like now is there's never been a better time to become a tribe member than right now, because of everything that we have coming up on the calendar. Some really exciting stuff. And it actually will save you money if you became a tribe member, in addition to really speed your self-actualization along, because that's the way we've designed these memberships, really to help you become the best version of yourself and have a pretty good time in the process. So let's just dive into it. The main, I think the natural place to start would be to talk about some of our upcoming events. Hi, Lisa Weber. Thank you for that message. Again, even if you're watching the replay, leave us a comment. Let us know that you were here.
Hey, my mic was muted a second ago. So I want to jump in and just stress that my absolute favorite thing that we are doing right now is really genuinely and truly doing what we say we're going to do. Like, we talk about this all the time in CityFam, becoming the best version of yourself, just leveling up and all of those things. But when we talk about tribe memberships, really it's our effort to help you do the thing that we're saying you really need to do. So that's what
Absolutely.
we're doing with this.
Yeah, so
And
good.
there's so much work behind it. It's probably why we haven't done a live in an entire
Right.
year, is because there's so much back stuff that's happened that we've been pulling together, and interviews and just so much. I can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah, a
wait.
lot of preparation. So we talk about becoming the best version of yourself, and this was designed to help you do that. Nicole has put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into putting something together that's really adds so much value to you. And again, we're going to dive into it. In addition to the fact that we are throwing some really good parties too. Like, so it's not just becoming the best version of yourself. It's like turning up and having a really good time too, which is what I love so much about what we do, because that was it from the beginning. It was like, hey, can't we become the best version of ourselves and have a good time? Why does it have to be boring? It doesn't. Okay. So
I feel like that's where this is, where like you definitely bring the party and I'm bringing the practicality. Like,
yeah,
it's just working like that.
it
I
does.
don't.
It's a good dynamic. It works. So really quickly, here's the three things I just want to quickly mention and why you should want to become a contributing member now more than ever. So we're going to get into all the benefits, but the big three is my birthday's coming up November 12th, my birthday party, November 12th, and it's going to be catered. It's going to be open bar. It's at this beautiful venue downtown, which I'll show you pictures of in a second.
It is
And
so gorgeous.
the tickets are going to be $50, but if you're a legend contributing member, which is $50 per month, given to CityFam, you're going to get a free ticket. What you'll also get is the following month, you'll get 50% off your ticket to New Year's Eve. The biggest party in Baltimore is Charm City Countdown, 4.5 hour open bar, top shelf, gourmet dinner buffets, 12 different party zones, bands, DJs, like silent disco, everything. And it's a great theme, one night in Paris. And that you get 50% off if you're a tribe membership, a
And
legend
then
tribe member.
And then to add to that, the month after that, if you are a legend member, you get a free ticket to the Goals Summit with CityFam.
Yes.
So we're talking perk after perk after perk, and all of it is exactly what you're saying. Some of it's just great parties with amazing people, really cool, healthy environments. And then the other part is you really just becoming the best version of yourself, leveling up mentally,
Yeah.
mindset.
And just so you all know what the goals retreat is, you probably heard us talk about this before if you've been following for any length of time, but this is how we start our year every year. And we sit down individually, but as a group. And we do these exercises that really help you figure out, okay, how am I going to spend my next 12 months? What is it I want to accomplish this year to make this year the best year of my life? We normally charge somewhere between $125 to $150 a ticket for that. It's led by some really smart people, some licensed coaches, and you'll get your ticket to that for free if you're a Legend member. So again, really good time to become a tribe member because of those 3 events. But in addition to that, there are lots of other perks that let's just share my screen now that we're going to get into.
Yeah,
So
share your screen. And not just that, but I mean, there's also just that little added, you're supporting this entire movement when you become a member like this. Like
yeah,
it is about you. That is what everything is centered around, but at the same time, it really builds us too.
absolutely. You are the backbone of everything that we do. We have never gotten a grant. We get very little help from any outside sources. We've survived and been able to do some pretty incredible things solely because of our contributing members. So actually, you know what? That's before I get into this, I just want to give a shout out to our most recent contributing members, because we've had 5 Legend members here in like the last 2 weeks. Kim Carell in Florida. Thank you, Kim. Michelle Aiken from Delaware. Christina Button right here in Baltimore. Delilah Michelli down in Texas, and Linnell Martin out in Cali, all became contributing members in the last week. So thank you so much.
Look at all those places.
Yeah.
Like, I love that. And it just shows you that the things that we are offering are not locally based.
Yes.
Of course, we've got great and solid events in a lot of places, but these perks right here are for anyone. It doesn't matter where you're located.
Yeah, that's so good that you mentioned that, because before, when we designed the contributing memberships, we were for the most part based out of Baltimore, and the main benefit was you got your ticket to the Renegade for free, right? And then I was like, okay, well, how are we going to do this now that we have people following us from all over? And you've done such a good job of putting this together and really giving people tons of value for not a lot of money. So here's our membership levels. Y'all can see them on the screen. You see that, right?
I do. Yeah, I love it. I'm looking at it.
So everybody gets the weekly email, free members. FAM is always going to be free. It's always going to be free to become a member of the FAM. But if you are local to a group that's actually having Renegades, you would get in for free every month. And not everybody gets in for free. You would just have access to the food and drink specials that would only be for contributing members, and access to the competition. So every Renegade, we have a competition for a pretty sweet prize. In Baltimore, we give away New Year's Eve tickets. So we want to reserve that for our tribe members since they're contributing. So that's at the $10
We
level.
give away merch.
Right. Yeah. And you also get 10%, right? You give away merch, but we also get 10% off your CityFam merch on our online store if you're at the $10 level. Now, for the life coaching, so we do a monthly life coaching call, and that is at the $25 level. So life coaching changed my life. I mean, if I hadn't started meeting with Lori 10 years ago, I don't know where I would be right now. So I'm super passionate about life coaching. And every month we have a call with a licensed coach to really help you, again, reach your full potential. So these are the coaches that we have. Each of these coaches does 2 months per year. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, actually, if you're okay with it, I'd like to back it up one step.
Sure.
And go to book club, because we really have 3 different membership levels. And one of the things that we offer at that hero level is our book club. We've been doing this for about a year now. And it's one of the things that we're offering for that $10 a month hero level group. And I know a lot of people are like, hey, I'm not a reader. We really don't care. The idea behind this whole thing is that you jump in, whether you're a reader or not a reader, 10 books, 10 months, bring your top 10 takeaways. We knock it out in 30 minutes, and you've basically got the cliff notes for 10 incredible books that will really, a lot of times, change your life. I know the ones that we've read this year have shifted me forever. I'm so impressed.
That's so
So
good.
excited. Yeah.
Leaders are readers. And, I didn't read a lot of books when I was out in the party scene because nobody around me did. But it definitely, when other people are doing it, every month you're like, hey, I know I'm going to get on this call. You have a deadline by when you need to finish it by. And then you get to hear everybody else's takeaways. It really changes the experience, because it's just community makes everything more fun. So book club comes with is that with the $10 level?
That's with the $10 level. And this month, it is not too late to join us. We meet on the last Monday of the month, and this month we're doing Matthew McConaughey's Green Lights.
All right, all right,
So
all right. I'm excited about that.
exactly. So
Okay.
jump in. I mean, and what a good book for our community too. Like really knowing what the green lights are in life and what the red lights are in life. Just
Mhm.
jump in, read it, join us. Whether you read or don't read, either way, jump in and join. So that's one of the perks that we have, as well as those renegade advantages.
Yeah,
So
that's so good. So think
yeah,
about that. For $10 a month, you get to attend the book club, you get 10% off your CityFam merch. And if you attend a social event on a local level, you get access to the food and drink specials and the competition. That's a lot of value for $10.
it's so much really. And then adding onto that, that $25 level is where you really jump into that live coaching. And I love what you were saying about how that is one of the things that really changed your life.
Mhm.
Now, one thing I do know is live coaching can be it can be expensive. And
Mhm.
so one of the things that we do here with CityFam is we offer this live coaching call with actual professional counselors and coaches who have their own businesses. And these people are willing to do this for us every single month. So each of these counselors and coaches are on a rotation. So they do 2 of our calls every single month. And they span from finances to fitness to time management, spirituality, mental health, confidence. All of
Mm.
those things are areas that we know that we need help in. And
Yeah.
so we're offering that same support and that help to you.
Yeah, it's so good. Complete balance there. Like, cause that really is what it's all about. Cause you could be good. You see people that are super rich and then they ruin their life because they go out and cheat on their wife or whatever it is. Like there's the goal here is to be complete in every area of your life. So I love that you have people that specialize in all of the priority areas. So that's really good, Nicole. So
Right.
this
So our coaching call this month on the last Monday of the month is going to be Diane Kingsley. She's in New York and she is a financial coach and a wealth planner. So she's actually going to be talking about things that are as basic as just how to budget, but she's going to go as deep as how to really invest or expand your investment portfolio. So I love that. It's for anyone and everyone, no matter what your financial level is.
Okay, awesome. Rochelle Greenwood just said, "Hey, from South Carolina. So
Hey, Rochelle.
can y'all post later in this page the membership perk list, the 10 10 10 life coaching info, the things you're showing us?" Yes, absolutely. We'll do that. We'll post all this information.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
Liesel.
So moving on, let's go on to the next. So the life coaching comes at $25 level. We send an anniversary gift out every year. This year we did, this past year we did CityFam journals. So our contributing members got these.
Last year
Accountability,
and the year before you did the shirt that you have on.
right? Oh yeah, that's so funny. Look how that worked out. So
Yeah.
yeah, 2 years ago it was a
Shirt
shirt.
this
I didn't
year.
come this far
Okay.
just to come this far in red. You can buy the gray on the store, but these were only for contributing members, limited edition. And then the journals for in this past year. So accountability. This is at now. This moves up to the $50 level. If you're a legend member, what is the
Right.
accountability?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So with accountability, one of the things that we decided is that there's those people who are really serious about making the changes in their lives. And they're serious by where they put their time and where they put their money, their focus, right? And so what we really want to do in CityFam is offer you that opportunity to check in every single month and say, this area is on track, this area is off track. It's that simple. It's just get on a call. We will have one of our coaches and one of our counselors working with this group every single month. And if you have a very specific focus, like your finances or your fitness, these coaches are going to be talking to each other behind the scenes and letting them know, hey,
Hmm.
you should probably reach out to Rochelle about this or reach out to Lisa about this. I'm using you guys because y'all are on this right now. So I just feel like that's going to be a huge benefit because one thing I have learned in my fitness journey is that accountability is my game changer.
Sure,
So
that's good. So just to quickly mention, if you are at the $25 level, you also get 25% off your merch. And now that we moved up to the 50% level, you get 50% off your merch. So you're essentially getting it for whatever price that we're paying is you're getting all your merchandise for, because we want you repping the fam at that point, because obviously you really believe in what we're doing. Lastly is the goal summit you see here. which we mentioned earlier, which is going to be January 20th to 22nd. And then our New Year's Eve party again, which we also mentioned. I really quickly just want to show, pictures. Oh, this is where my birthday party is going to be. So this is the venue that we
Ooh,
have
look at
secured.
that.
It's 414 Light Street, overlooking the Inner Harbor. I know there's going to be people coming in from all over the country, CityFam members, to attend it, just like there were last year, but hopefully a lot more. And we're going to have a great time. We're going to do karaoke. We're going to have some good food, and we're going to make some memories. So I'd love for you all to be there. You get a free ticket again if you become a Legend member, and you get to support all the work that we're doing. And just so y'all know, like, none of it comes to me. I don't get paid from CityFam. I don't want to be paid from CityFam, but we do need people to get paid from CityFam because it takes time to build this thing out. And we need to get our headquarters team paid to support all these local chapters that are now raising their hands and wanting to start up. Right now, we have about 15 groups around the country that are starting to do social and service events. And as they grow, they're gonna require more of our time. And we want to be able to give it to them. So we are trying to raise the money, operational expenses, in order to change the world. That's what we're doing. This is how we're going to end loneliness, and you can help us.
Yeah, and it's not just the 3 chapters we have now and the 15 that are actually getting started. It's the 61 other cities that are reaching out
Yeah.
and asking us to help them get started.
Yeah. These are the cities, guys, right? So, here's a list of cities where people have 3 or more members that have contacted us: Albuquerque, Anchorage. I'm not going to go through them all, but you can see them here. And it grows. Actually, it's 72 now. So it grows all the time. And it's going to continue to grow. So
Yeah.
we have a great game plan for how to end loneliness. And now it's just a matter of us putting in the time. And that's where your contributing membership money comes in.
And if you're listening to this and you're in a city and you're sitting here wishing that you had this, like I was 4.5 years ago, if you're in that place, just know that you're not alone. A lot of us have started that exact same way. Raise your hand, shoot us a message, let us know where you're from. And if it's something that you want, we will definitely try to connect you to the people in your area who are trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So much easier to do it when you have community. Like walking the narrow path is very difficult when you do it alone. Like you think about a lion on the Serengeti. I was going to say,
Serengeti.
I don't know if that's the right term, but if he attacks a gazelle, it's always the one that runs off the path, the group. That's always the one that gets eaten. So we don't want anybody to be eaten by that roaring lion that's looking to devour us. We want us to stick together and make it to our full potential. And yeah, that's what we're doing
I
life
also
together.
think that quality community matters, right? And
Mhm.
so when you can have community that looks this way and have community that looks this way, but when you have a whole group of people who are all doing the same thing, they're all trying to like show up and hang out and do the right thing. They're all trying to read, they're all trying to meet with coaches and counselors and like change their lives. You're all doing it together, and that's really where a lot of the shift comes. It's not
Yeah,
just community, it's really healthy,
it's a great point.
solid community.
It's a
Yeah,
great point. People join gangs for community, but it's got to be healthy. And a rising tide raises all ships.
exactly.
So, all right. Well, that's all we got. Hopefully, we've inspired you enough to pull the trigger. Would love to see you at some of those events. If you're going to come to even like one of them, I think it makes sense. But if you're going to come to 2, it definitely makes sense for you to join us on this journey.
Well, and the other part of it is just we want you to be in this movement with us. Don't miss it. Like we're doing so much behind the scenes, and with your contribution, it's your support that's helping make that happen too. So join with us, link arms. Let's do it together.
Love it. All right. We'll talk to y'all later.